Hello everybody, I'm going to show you a quick how-to video on how to make these really cool crochet hook handles using clay. I have about 5 of them pre-made up right over here, and then I'm going to show you, like I said, how to make these. Okay, the supplies you're going to need, of course, you're going to need a nice crochet hook. Aluminum always works better. I've never tried the wood, so I can't say for sure if it won't work. You're definitely going to need oven baked clay. It has to be oven baked. It cannot be the children's Play-Doh model clay. This I get at Walmart. They're about 97 cents a package. It comes in lots of different colors. I have obviously like 5 or 6 different kinds here. I've got turquoise and I've got pink and some other colors. I also found a handy tip. If you use letter beads, you can take these letter beads and squish them at the bottom of your crochet hook so you always know what letter hook you have. And of course you're going to need an oven, obviously, and you're going to need some parchment paper so you can bake your hooks on them. To get started, I'm using the letter I hook with, I already have my I bead ready. These packages come, they're scored in 4s. For each one I've done, I usually use about 4 colors for each handle. You can use 3 if you like, but I found that if you only use half of one of those quarters, it works perfect. Okay, so I have 4 of them out here. I have gently kind of rolled them into like an oblong shape, all 4 of them. Okay, so what I do to get started is, there's no right or wrong way to do this. I just smush my colors together and give them like a nice roll to get them nice and glued together, kind of. Then I just take cardboard. You can use an X-Acto knife if you want. I cut my colors in half so that when I look at it, I can reverse my colors and put them when I put them together so that we have 2 colors. So it's always a different color going on. I really like the tie-dye coloring effect. Like I said, there is no right or wrong way to do this. I kind of start by twisting the colors. Some people start twisting them in the early beginning, but like I said, there's no right, there's no wrong way. The only thing you have to be careful of is you don't overwork the clay, because then it can turn into like a really nasty, like gray or disgusting color. Okay, so I kind of mush mine out, and I mush it back and mush it back. Like I said, there's no right, there's no wrong way to do this. I kind of roll mine out. Okay, so I just kind of like to put mine flat bottom, and I kind of push it down so it tries to stand on its own, because when you insert the hook, the smaller surface to push into, it makes it easier. At this point I take my letter bead and I just pop it right on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to take my hook and very gently, it works like butter, I'm going to slowly insert it into the clay mold. Like that. I'm just kind of, make sure you can see, pushing that in there. Okay, I'm not going to pop it all the way through the bottom. So once I get it fairly up where I need it to be, then what I do is I grab my clay and I kind of drag my clay towards the top. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just kind of, oops. With these bigger hooks, I was doing my smaller hooks earlier, so I'm going to actually put the I in at the very end, my letter at the bottom, because it takes a little working to get it going. Now make sure, you get kind of like the color variation you like. Make sure when you get up to the top, right now it doesn't matter because we're still kind of molding it around our hook. When you get to the top, obviously you don't want to leave this much clay towards the top of your hook. So, I mean, you could pull it off. I just use like a little piece of cardboard and I go around. I just pull that little puppy right off. And then I kind of mold it around the hook. Give it a couple little whirls. I roll it on the surface. So it kind of rolls back and forth. While you're doing this, you want to have your oven preheated to 275 because it takes about 15 or so minutes to get these baked on there. You know, since this is a larger hook, I'm going to leave a little bit more neck room. I actually, when I crochet, I do both the knife hold and the pencil hold, depending on what I'm doing. So a lot of people like to pre-dent their hooks. If you're primarily, like say if you're a pencil hold, and that's the only thing you're going to do, I mean, if it works for you, go right ahead. But since I switch back and forth, I don't know how many other people do that, I don't like to pre-dent most of mine because it gets in the way when I go to do pencil hold, and then I got these grooves up for the top for the knife hold. Okay, and you know, that you just keep going, and for me, I like that. Like I said, I'll put this right in the oven, about 275, and they come out nice and beautiful, and I love them. I hope you enjoyed my video. I apologize, this is my first one I've ever done, and I hope everybody has a great day.